All right, Shalom. This is Harawan by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. I want to say call Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Harakakodash, Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim, and Agwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. Just want to move in the spirit real quick. This is Psalms 56 and 2. Mine enemies would daily swallow me up, for they be many that fight against me, O thou most high, right? And if you're a man of the Lord, that's what the scriptures say in Sirach, prepare thy soul for temptation, man, all right? And prepare yourself for scoffers and enemies. And even 2/3 of our people have become enemies. You have demons fighting against you, the system's fighting against you, everything's against you. But if matter of fact, I'm gonna get this real quick. This is Romans 8:30. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called. And whom he called, them he also justified. And whom he justified, them he also glorified. All right, so to predestinate from the beginning. And he called, many are called, but few are chosen to be what? Justified. To be justified by Yahushua, by his son. And them he glorified. So the ones that are going to be justified by Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, from the beginning, it says they're going to be what? Glorified. It says, what shall we then say to these things? If Yahweh be for us, who can be against us? All right, so if the Most High is with us, nothing could really be against you, man. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. All right, and the precept I was reading earlier is written by King David during the time when the Philistines, won against him in battle, or took him in Gath, all right, in the land of Gath. Now, so he prayed and he said, yo, check this out. Psalm 63. Here you go. I'm going to start from 6. 5. I'm going to start from 5. My soul shall be satisfied as with marrow and fatness, and my mouth shall praise thee with joyful lips. When I remember thee upon my bed and meditate on thee in the night watches. And we meditate in these scriptures, right? Meditate upon his words. Because thou hast been my help. Therefore, in the shadow of thy wings will I rejoice. So King David remembered that Yahweh has been there for him before, even back when he was tending to the sheep when he was little. And just like us today, you have to remember, and even through the scriptures, you remember, the ways of old, how Yahweh Bashem Yahushai was there, and he protected those that believed in him. All right, anybody that has faith and that believes, that's sincere, that's predestinated. All right, I'm gonna get back to this. Psalms 56 and 2. Mine enemies would daily swallow me up, for they be many that fight against me, O thou most high. What time I am afraid, I will trust in thee. All right, because why? This is Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. All right, so he said, at what time I am fearful, he would trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. All right, because we're going to go through things. Things are going to be brought up against us. You're going to be persecuted. No servant is greater than his master. And the dangers shall come. The weapons shall be formed. But they were not going to win against you. All right. The winds are going to beat upon your house. But it's about your foundation. All right, this is Isaiah 33:6. In wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. All right, this is 1 Corinthians 10:13. There have no temptation taking you. There have no temptation taking you, but such as is common to man. But Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it, man. So the temptations, the trials, the troubles are going to come, man. You know, but he said, you will be able to bear it. This is Psalms 115:11. Ye that fear Yahweh, trust in him, trust in Yahweh. He is their help and their shield. All right, I'm gonna get back to the scripture, Psalms 56:3. What time I am afraid, I will trust in thee. See, at that moment, you may have confidence, you may have strength, you may be like, yo, I don't fear anything. But then if it's too much for you to bear, if it's like all hell breaking loose in your life, or when these missiles start getting shot off and these certain things, or floods come, or storms, anything, something that you can't bear, the Lord will step in and strengthen you, give you a spirit of hope. All right, he's merciful and saveth in time of affliction. And Yahweh, right? So in the weakness is a chance for the Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to show his strength. And Yahweh, I will praise his word. In Yahweh, I have put my trust. I will not fear what flesh can do unto me. So period. Any imaginations, anything that Esau, these nations, 2/3 of our people that give you evil looks and shit, you have to remember the scriptures. And you ain't gonna fear anything that they can do, right? Or come up with, or imagine against you. Verse 5, every day they wrest my words, man. They wrestle against his words, right? They wrestle against our words every day. All their thoughts are against me for evil, man. You have people that don't think good towards you. Every thought they have towards you is always ill. They have evil suspicion. They're scoffing at you, lying on you, right? They want to see you destroyed for some reason, man. And 2/3 of our people, they want to see you destroyed because you frown at their ways. You look at them with disdain, and we call Yahweh Hashem Yahushua our power. So they hate us for that. All right, every day. That's why the Lord said he's wicked. He's angry with the Salaki. That's why the Lord said he's angry with the wicked every day. And the Lord is going to be wicked towards you heathens. Every day they wrest my words. All their thoughts are against me for evil, for bad. That's why you got to stay away from people that can never say nothing good about you. All right? They always got to say some bad shit about you. So all their thoughts against you for evil as well. They gather themselves together. They hide themselves. They mark my steps. People that watch you and wait for you to fall. People that watch you just to scoff at you, or if you misuse a certain word, they right there to try to take you down. Be the first ones there whenever you fall. You got to watch for people like that. Especially Esau. He was right there when we fell, helped us fall. You got to watch for Jake. All right, people that claim to be there for you, or be your brother or sister, or however. Can't trust them, man. They gather themselves together. They hide themselves. They mark my steps. When they wait for my soul, shall they escape by iniquity? In thine anger cast down the people. O Yahweh. So when the Lord gets angry, we pray that the Father casts down and brings down the pride of these damn heathens, 2/3 of our people. All right. And people that claim to be in the truth. Bring down their pride as well. Thou tellest my wanderings. Put thou my tears into thy bottle. Are they not in thy book? All right. The bottle will be like the book written in the book of life, where the Lord is going to wipe away all our tears, man. Anything that's been afflicting us, he's recording all of it. When I cry unto thee, then shall my enemies turn back. So we have to cry to the Father. You can't just expect him to do it. There's an act that has to be acted out. That's why Yahweh Shai said, pray to the Father anything in his name, and he will give it to you according to his will. All right. So it says, when I cry unto thee, then shall my enemies turn back. And that's what you have to ask yourself. Did you cry unto the Father yet about these situations? All right. It says, this I know, for Yahweh is for me. All right. And you have to know that, man. That's what I was telling a brother recently, a few brothers, man. Y'all got to expect miracles, man. That's the mindset you should be in. And if anybody has an issue with that, then their faith is dwindling. We are in the time of miracles. These storms, these earthquakes, all hell breaking loose, the dollar collapsing, gas prices about to rise. You got all kind of shit happening around the world. And this is the time where you should expect miracles, man. Expect for the Lord to step in and intervene, because we're going into the time of affliction. Sirach 2:1, my son, if thou come to serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, prepare thy soul for temptation, man. All right, because the temptations are going to come to build you up, to purify you as gold, to purge all that bullshit out you, to build up your hate towards this wickedness upon this earth. You see that? To build your hope and your faith and your trust and hardening as a good soldier of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, meaning constantly be patient, constantly suffer. Set your mind towards the goal, towards the kingdom, and lock it there. Put it on autopilot. And make not haste in time of trouble. Don't panic. Don't run. Don't flee. Keep straight on your path, man. All right. Be still and know that he is power. He is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. There's nothing that nobody can do against you if the Father's with you, man. And you got to really believe that. Things may come against you, but that don't mean that you're wicked. That don't mean that you're going to fail. That's your chance to have faith, to show your faith. The storm comes now, it's over. No. The storm comes, but whenever there's a storm and it gets dark and gloomy, the sun is still shining somewhere, man. All right. So there's light out there for you, and you just got to always believe that the kingdom's prepared. It's out there waiting for us. And this too shall pass. These storms going to pass. America's going to pass. This age that we're in, this wicked time period that we're in is going to pass. All right. Esau's rulership is going to pass. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, it's lucky. Verse 3, cleave unto him. Oh, verse 2, and make not haste in time of trouble, time of Jacob's trouble. That's what we're coming into. He said, in that, don't make haste. What do you say? Cling unto him. And his knowledge is going to be, knowledge and wisdom is going to keep us stable. Knowing how he was there to protect the men of the Lord in the ancient times, and even all the way up to you today in your personal battles. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end, man. So to cleave unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai and eat the milk to get to the meat, the deep topics of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, the deep things, right? And when you're going through the mud, it's like a helicopter pulling you, and they let that rope down, and they pull you through the marsh. They pull you through the trees, and the lions right there trying to get you, animals trying to get you, but they pulling you, and you just hang on. See that? Or if you're coming through a dark tunnel or stuck in somewhere, and they say, "All right, we're gonna pull you. You ready?" You just close your eyes. Well, you can see, but you just hold on. If you can't see anything, you hold on to your how about Shemi Shai. You hold on to that lifeline, and he'll pull us all the way through the currents that are coming against us. All right. Whatsoever brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. So be patient, man. All right. Because you just gotta be patient. That's it. And just trust the process. Trust the process. Keep the work. Keep doing the work. Keep doing the work. And the Lord shall exalt you in due time. All right. The Lord sees you, man. All right. This is but we gotta pray. We gotta call on him, man. All right. Psalms 124:8. It says our help is in the name of the Lord. Right. So it's verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So the Lord considers you acceptable. And so he's going to try you in the furnace of affliction, in the furnace of adversity, to see if you're gold or not. All right, to purify you. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. So I believe. You got to believe out there, man. Believe in his miracles. Believe that he can help thee. Order thy way aright, righteously. All right, keep you in the righteous way to the kingdom. That ye that fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. And you got Jake that be out here teaching, and then something happens, man, where they just stop fucking teaching, man. And it's the Lord cutting them off that damn tree, cutting off that lifeline. All right. And then next thing you know, you see these brothers not teaching. They all got some excuse or some type of blame towards somebody. I don't teach no more because I don't teach no more because I don't teach no more. Whatever reason it is, you fell out. It says, and go not aside lest ye fall. So these people have fallen that have walked away or began to teach false doctrine. Ye that fear the Lord, believe in him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good. See, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. So expect miracles. Expect them, man. And it's hard to say to Jake because they're like, nah, man, anytime. Who are you to tell me that? Why aren't you telling me that? We should be telling each other that. To expect miracles in these times. You see the prophecies coming to pass. He said, you're going to save us with signs and effects. It's like special effects, man. These are the times that we're in. All hell breaking loose upon the earth. That's the time to, even before that. But we should be calling on Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. Telling them about all the small matters, even to the big. All right, don't think that anything's too big for him to handle or too small for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. It says, look at the generations of old and see. And that's what we do. And we study, and then we remember. We keep it in our mind, and we meditate on that in times of trouble. All right? Look at the generations of old and see. Did ever any trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai? Like I was just reading about King David. And was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy and long suffering and very pitiful. I mean, he pities us and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction. It's crazy, man. It says, woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. So the Lord said, if you guarding and protecting or watching his word, he's going to protect you and guard you and watch over you in those days. All right. But if not, the Lord going to what? He's not going to defend you. All right. Woe unto you that have lost patience. What will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? Right? They're not expecting the Lord to show up, or expecting miracles, or expecting mercy, or joy, or everlasting joy. They're not expecting good from the Lord. They're only expecting destruction. This is Zechariah 4:6. Then he answered and spake unto me, saying, this is the word of Yahweh unto Zerubbabel, saying, not by my might, nor by my power, but by my spirit, saith Yahweh of hosts. All right, so we won't be what? Delivered. The spiritual temple of Israel is not being built except by his spirit, man. That's it. All right, the third temple is not being built carnally. It's being built spiritually. All right. So not by might, not by your guns, not by the blessing of Esau, the weapons, robbing, stealing, and killing, not by trusting in chariots and horses, tanks and shit like that, and weaponry and technology, not by being strong man, kung fu, martial arts, gangs, your family, nothing. The only thing that's going to deliver us is the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And if that dwells with you, he can deliver you out of any situation. Any situation. That's why, you sitting in the lava, man, you might well grab your beats chair and kick back. They try to throw salt on you. You grab a fucking pretzel, brush that salt into that pretzel and eat it. They try to push you in the mud, They try to push you in the mud, you take a mud bath. They try to drown you in the milk, you start to drink it. You just don't, they say you gotta be like the honey badger. The honey badger is a master of escape. And if you can, if anybody get a chance, look up the honey badger, man, and see the characteristics of the honey badger. And when you understand that, you'll see that we are built in that same way. Anything that Esau put in our way, we got to create a way out. All right, the Lord will leave a way out for us. Because the honey badger, their brain is big, like real huge. So if we put anything in the way of a honey badger, you can lock them up into anything, and they'll find a way out. And that's how we are in this truth. All right. I'm going to end with this, Proverbs 11:6. The righteousness of the upright man, the upright shall deliver them. All right, male or female. So you got to remember that and expect miracle. That's a miracle for the Lord to even have us in this truth. He left a way out for us. And now we're going into the manifestation of his physical miracles, man. To where you be standing there, you mess around and see a flood move out of your way. You better expect that, man. All right, don't tempt the Lord, but expect it. Proverbs 11:6. The righteousness of the upright shall deliver them, but transgressors shall be taken in their own naughtiness. All right, so their own wickedness of our people, it leads them astray. They follow after their senses, eyes, sight, everything they see, they desire. Everything they taste, they want more of it. Their ears hear, they believe it. Whatever they feel, they don't care. They just trust their flesh. So they turn homosexual. They desire comfort and feeling, or they sleep with your wife or your child, all kind of shit, man, just for pleasure, for their flesh. All right, and pride. People want you to stroke their pride. It says, but transgressors shall be taken in their own naughtiness. When a wicked man dieth, his expectations shall perish, man. All right, so that's 2/3 of our people. And people that's caught up in these damn homosexual acts and wickedness and the system and the lies of this damn Edomite. His expectations shall perish, but us, we should expect deliverance, expect goodness from Yahweh Shemel Shai. We know the destructions are coming, but he said, it shall not come nigh to thee. And when it does come near thee, it won't kill you or destroy you. He said he would redeem us in the famine. I mean, bring us back or keep us from dying. So is the famine coming? Yep. He said he will deliver us from the power of the sword. Is the sword coming? Yep. So all these things are coming. You know, is oppression, is affliction, is adversity here? Yep. Present to this day. And it says, the righteous is delivered out of trouble. You know, so hopefully I'm in that number, and hopefully you're in that number to be delivered out of Jacob's trouble and out of any trouble that may come upon you. And the wicked cometh in his stead. So the wicked take on that trouble. The Lord gonna put all that on them. All right. A hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor. Let me read that again. An hypocrite. So you're a hypocrite. It says what? With his mouth destroyeth his neighbor. So you're a hypocrite if you destroy your brother with your mouth, man. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. If you haven't checked every nook and cranny, went through every process, or checked yourself before you afflict or accuse or slander a brother, then you're a hypocrite, period. In the Lord's eyes, it doesn't matter who's a witness or who's on your side. It matters about what the word says. So you are considered a hypocrite, and you will be judged for that when judgment time comes. All right, when troubles come. It says, an hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered, man. So you can afflict a man all you want, but the Lord's with him, you ain't gonna be able to do shit. You know, so people see the lightning storms and storm all around that man's house, and they begin to mock and laugh. But they don't know that it's raining over their house too. See that? The storm is brewing over their house. All right.